Hello again, Guardians, and welcome back to the channel for another Destiny episode. Before we get started, I want to announce I'm giving away one of two things this week: 1,000 silver for Destiny, or an in-game emblem available on the Bungie.net site. Whichever one you choose, if you win, is completely fine. All you have to do to enter and win is be subscribed to this channel, show your support by liking the video, leave a comment down below in reference to Age of Triumph, the brand new update coming out in March 28th for Destiny, and what are your thoughts and opinions on it? Are you excited? Are you disappointed? Did you want more out of the last year of Destiny? Let me know all down below. Now, Guardians, to get into this video, we're going to be going over the Bungie livestream event that happened today, which is March 15th. It actually went over the weekly changes, which is really exciting. So the very first thing that was showcased inside of the Bungie livestream event was them going to the speaker. The speaker has a brand new quest available during the Age of Triumph, which stated, complete story missions in the featured weekly story playlist. So we do have a brand new featured weekly story playlist available in the game coming with the Age of Triumph. So Guardians, with any good Destiny update, you know Bungie's excited about Test Eververse Trading Company and their new treasure box. This time around there's another box. It's known as Treasure of the Ages. Inside of said box, this mystery bag is going to house items all different time periods of Destiny, including but not limited to armor sets, ghost shells, ships, sparrows, emblems, shaders, kiosk items, and emotes. And that is just an array of some of the stuff that's available. You can even get masks from Festival of the Lost if you want to. You can even get the ghost shell. There's a ton of stuff available, and it's pretty ridiculous with how much stuff they've actually packed into these boxes. Now, you can actually earn the boxes outright by doing the weekly events, or you can purchase them straight from your wallets. So if you have money and you have spare cash, you can purchase the boxes from PlayStation Store, but you can also earn them fairly easily by doing the weekly events. Alongside this, inside of these treasure boxes, there's a brand new set of armor, there's going to be new exotic ornaments, and there's also going to be 2 brand new ships and 3 new shaders. So the 3 new shaders weren't featured. We don't really know what they look like. All we know are the shader emblem colors due to the fact at the bottom right of the screen right now. Alongside this, the ornaments that were featured include the Vex Mythoclast, the Necrochasm, the Touch of Malice, Suros Regime, Dragon's Breath, No Land Beyond, and also the Lord of Wolves. It's very interesting that they pretty much included the Lord of Wolves, but they didn't hint towards a new Drake's Promise or a Queen's Breaker bow. We'll get into those 2 later on down the video as speculation, but right now we have no information on a brand new Drake's Promise ornament or a Queen's Breaker bow ornament. Alongside this, the miscellaneous spot is going to house a bunch of different consumables from all different time periods of Destiny, including mostly Festival of the Lost content, which is pretty cool. So that is the Treasure of the Ages treasure boxes. So Guardians, the next over-the-top thing that they did inside of the livestream event was they showcased the Silver Dust vendor and how it changed. They basically added 3.5 more pages to the vendor itself, including the exotic ornaments, chromas, reputation boosters. It included sparrows, shaders, emblems, emotes, and a ton of other stuff. It's basically the Treasure of the Ages box inside of a vendor. So if you're missing something from the Treasure of the Ages box, if you have the silver dust for it, you can actually purchase it directly from the vendor, and you won't have to worry about it anymore. It's actually really insane, but it is there for you to use, and it does have a lot of viable options to purchase. And I know I'm missing a couple things, so I'm going to use the Silver Dust vendor definitely to purchase all the stuff I'm missing. But wow, they definitely went over the top with this and allowed for a lot of stuff to be in the vendor. Just imagine, the Silver Dust vendor went from 1.5 pages to 5 pages big. That's a lot of stuff. So the next thing that they did, Guardians, was they gave Shaxx 2 Crucible bounties of the week. So instead of doing just 1, you can actually complete 2 of them. And this basically gives you more of an opportunity for rewards and allows you to have a little bit more to do during the week. Now, for the people that don't like doing the bounty in general, I really don't understand why you would want to do 2. But for me, I'm completely fine with doing the 1, and if they add the 2, I'm definitely going to do it. And it's going to be interesting to see what I get now since I have 6 rewards instead of just 3. But hey, all in all, pretty good idea and really happy about it. Next thing to feature is the actual changes to the weekly events. The very first weekly event is the weekly featured raid. Now, the first raid that's going to be featured is going to be the Crota raid. And the Crota's End raid is going to feature 2 challenge modes, Death Singer Challenge and Crota Challenge. So it is official. We know for a fact that Death Singer is a challenge mode and Crota is a challenge mode. So due to all this information, great, awesome. We still don't know exactly what the challenge mode is, but can't wait to find out nonetheless. So, the Challenge of the Elders remastered at a 390 light level. This is going to be a weekly modifier, and it doesn't have matchmaking, sadly. We all thought it was going to have matchmaking, but it really doesn't. So, you're still going to have to go in with your friends inside of a fire team chat. Alongside this, the modifiers down at the very bottom are going to allow you to get legendary marks 3 times a week for 10 legendary marks each time. The first time that you go through, you are guaranteed a legendary engram. Alongside this, I think the Challenge of the Elders Remastered is where the ornaments would fall into place for the Lord of Wolves, Drake's Promise, and Queen's Breaker Bow if they're available. Now, they still haven't announced any information on Drake's Promise or Queen's Breaker Bow, but I would speculate that they would have ornaments thanks to having Lord of Wolves have one as well. So it would make sense to have all 3 of them have ornaments, but if only one of them has it, that's kind of weird, and I really question Bungie sometimes. So the next thing to talk about, and what the Destiny community has been talking about for a while this week, is Daybreak Strikes. Daybreak Strikes have been announced, and what it is it's a modifier being put onto Nightfalls occasionally. It's not going to be every Nightfall, and I guarantee you it's going to be on the first Nightfall of the week when the Age of Triumph drops. But what it does is it activates all the epic modifiers for enemies. And so your ads are going to be more difficult to kill, but alongside this, you're going to have a lot more ads to kill. But it's actually going to give you a mayhem buff from the PvP aspect. It will allow your abilities to recharge faster, allowing you to get your super, melee, and grenade faster, and you'll be able to have a lot of fun with it. Now, they described it as a difficult challenge due to the fact that all the epic modifiers are active and you have to be smart with your super. And I honestly don't believe that. I think they made it very easy. They made it very dummy proof. And not saying that to be rude, but they made it a very easy obstacle to get past. And yes, it is going to be very fun. Don't take that away from me. I'm going to have a blast running infinite supers through the Nightfall. But it's going to be a very easy event to do every single week if they have the Daybreak active. Next event is going to be the Siva Crisis Heroic Strike. Now, this Siva Crisis Heroic Strike is going to be one of the ways to get Treasure of the Ages packages every single week. You'll be awarded 1 treasure box every single week from completing the Siva Crisis Heroic, and alongside that, your first 3 completions will give you 10 legendary marks. And that's pretty cool. So on top of these, with the Nightfalls, with Challenge of the Elders, and the raids, you're going to be getting a lot of gear. Also, don't forget, Shaxx has 2 bounties now instead of 1, allowing you for even more gear. And this is very interesting because it is going to feel very rewarding. We actually have never been in an age of Destiny where we're getting stuff left and right. And from now on, if we jump into an event, we're pretty much guaranteed something thrown at us. And it's really cool. It's something new, something different that I've never seen in Destiny. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Final weekly event is going to be the weekly story playlist. Now, this is a new playlist, and it's going to have weekly story missions. And alongside this, that will also grant you a reward for a Treasure of the Ages package, granting you 2 treasure boxes every single week. Now, alongside this, it's going to be giving you 20 legendary marks 5 times a week. Let that sink in for a second. 20 legendary marks the first 5 times you complete the event. That's 100 legendary marks by just doing story missions. We've never seen that before. That amount of legendary marks is unseen before. So from now on, if you have legendary marks, make sure that you spend them, because if you go through these events, you won't get awarded the legendary marks if you already have 200 sitting in your inventory. So make sure you go to the tower, spend your marks, go into the events, and have a blast with your friends. And there you have it, Guardians. That's all the information for the Bungie livestream event on March 15th. We have another livestream event next week on Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I'm really excited to drop the news and information about that event as well. So I threw you right in the middle of the Daybreak strike that they were playing inside of the livestream. And I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what the Daybreak strike is like. Alongside that, I wanted to give you my thoughts and opinions and speculation as to what the Age of Triumph is. So, the Age of Triumph is an event that's going to bring all events inside of a giant record book from year 1, year 2, year 3, all into one place. And alongside this is supposed to be an event that feels rewarding. So, no matter what you're doing, you're supposed to get a huge reward out of it. And it basically completes your Guardian. It's going to allow Guardians that didn't get to play much in year 1 or year 2 or just started last week to try and complete the record book and have a blast with the community. And in a sense, I think that's completely reasonable. Alongside that, though, I do feel that being a year 1 player, there's some people getting an advantage that year 1 and year 2 players never had the chance to get up until now, and it's making players that didn't take the time to grind to kind of get an easy way out and get all the rewards without actually taking the time to grind for it. And in that aspect, I disagree with it. But it's really a kind of struggle to pick a boundary line to make it fair for all the players inside of Destiny. So with the way Bungie's doing it now, I am going to sit back and agree with it, and I'm going to think that it's great. I'm going to go out and I'm going to help as many of the Destiny community as I can to try to complete the record book. And if any of you need help, then try to reach out to me on Twitter, and I'll try to help as many fire teams as I can. I'm very busy on my channels, and if I can't get back to you, I'm very sorry, but I will try to help as many groups as I can complete the raids, complete the nightfalls, complete the events inside of the record book. And alongside all of this, I thank every single last one of you for supporting this channel. It means a ton to me to see your guys' comments, likes, and just the support over the last couple of months on this channel grow tremendously. From the time when we had 2,000 subscribers all the way up to the 29,000 subscribers that we have today. It just means the world to me. And I want you all to know that, because without any of you, and I know I say this a lot, but it's serious. Without any of you, this channel would not be where it is today if all of you didn't decide to leave a comment or press the like button or press the subscribe button. And just with that, I have to say thank you. So as always, Guardians, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you can, show your support and leave a like. Leave a comment and support the channel even more. And if you want to see more videos, make sure to click the images on the screen now. And if you're new to the channel, click the icon to the left of the screen, and that will take you to subscribe to my channel. And also, to anybody that is subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Stay violent, be privileged. We'll see you all in the next episode.